It's time to flush all your negativity away and let this positivity rise. Smile. You're alive. Welcomed to Enlightened Perception. What's up, everybody? Reese here. I'm so excited for step 3 of the 5 to build true self-love and confidence. It's truly my favorite. If you haven't seen the first 2 steps, go watch them right now so you can get the full benefit of this process. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe because high vibes are all we provide. Now, for those who've seen step 1 and 2, I have a question for you. Are you ready? Are you ready for step 3? I think you are. Yes, you're ready to reveal your truth and rewrite your story. Let's get started. It's finally time you let this world see who you truly are. It's finally time you start to show yourself with no filters. See, who we've been showing the world to this point is the person we believed that was going to receive the most love. Everything we do is to be loved, is to be enough. But the most love that you've been missing more than anyone else's, the love that is the most sustainable, the love that'll never leave you, the love that you came into existence with, was self-love. It was the love provided to you from self. And self is more than just you. Self is the soul within you. Self is the bigger picture, the universe that we're all a part of, that we're all a piece of. And it brought you into this world as a miracle. Do you understand that? Do you understand the odds of you being who you are, your name, born where you were born, to your parents with your unique characteristics and gifts and purpose is 1 in 400 trillion. Well, we usually don't use that word unless we're talking about the debt of America, no. But 1 in 400 trillion was the odds of you being you. You came out of the womb with everything needed to live, to breathe, to smell, to hear, to see, for your heart to beat, for your digestive system to release the toxins. You came into this world perfect. You came into this world loved. You were chosen to be here. And there's nothing more you needed to add to you. All you had to do was to exist. I want you to think about a child, a baby. When they first come out, nobody's judging this child. Nobody's saying, "Ooh, your baby ugly." And if they are, they still somehow find it to be cute. You ever notice that? Baby could come out looking a little different, but somehow we could find what's cute in that baby, right? We're not thinking about what that baby's going to do, what it's going to be. We're not putting any pressures on it, but we're just enjoying its existence. And so is the baby. The baby's enjoying its existence. It's not worrying about what nobody's thinking of it. It's crawling. It hits its head on a wall and it gets up and smiles. It doesn't feel embarrassed. It's not trying to live up to any potential that it feel will get accepted if it does. It's just present. It's in the moment. It's learning. As we start to get older, this awareness is one that takes people a longer time to acquire, usually. So when we become parents, we usually aren't teaching or raising our children with this awareness, but we're raising our children with that ego, with that false identity, with the feeling of not being enough, of feeling we always have to have more or have to acquire more or have to look a certain way to be accepted and loved. And then that's what's instilled in us as children. So when we pass that baby stage, all of this false understanding and identity and ego starts to become us. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It seems to be the life that we live in. But once again, that's not your truth. But right now, you're here because you're truly ready. There's no coincidence. You're ready to release your truth. You're ready to truly be you. And you're ready to love yourself. Because once you love yourself and you have confidence in your truth, you can share it with the world. You are a gift to this world, and I need you to know that. There's nobody else on this planet like you. Think about nature really quickly. And I want you to think about all of the trees you've ever seen, all of the plants, the flowers, even animals. And there's not one animal that's like another. But everything in nature plays an important role for our existence, for the existence of this ecosystem, this blessing that we have called life. But you never see a tree, a bee, an animal trying to transform itself to be like another tree, another animal, to take on the specialty, the tricks that these animals can do. Some animals can climb, some animals can swim. You don't see a monkey going in the ocean. But as humans, we're blessed with this consciousness. But when the ego takes over, it causes us to detach from our truth, who we truly are, and who we're supposed to come and be and play a role in this ecosystem like everything does. We're all connected. And for some reason, want to be like one another. So think about this. Would it make sense that everybody comes into this earth looking different? Possibly having different gifts, being into different things. And there's 7 billion different people, but we're all supposed to look the same way and think the same way and see things the same way and respond the same way, because that's the pressure we put on one another. Because if somebody doesn't think the way we think, they're dumb or stupid or something's wrong with them. Or if somebody doesn't look the way we look, then they're ugly, or we shouldn't associate with them or try to get to know them. Or if somebody doesn't feel the way we feel, then they don't have, certain capabilities, or it's just all of this judgment, right? And the judgment is what causes us to then go into this shell and start to layer ourselves with these false identities from protection of it. So we're all doing it to one another. Or would it make more sense that we all just valued freedom? Freedom to live our truths, to accept everything about ourselves and about one another, from the way we look, to the way we think, to the way we feel. To be allowed to make a decision that feels inside like the right one without having to think about the perception or acceptance or approval of anyone else. And yes, I know this sounds like a dream world, but it's the world that you can create for yourself. It's the world that you can start to see in others, allowing them to be their authentic, true selves, and stepping and revealing your own truth. Dissolving the ego that has held you captive. Rewriting the story you believe about yourself. It can start today. And that story is that you were brought into this earth to play a role as a piece of the whole. The whole being all that exists. And your truth is you are worthy. You are enough. You are a unique and beautiful expression of the divine source. And if the divine source is love, then you are love as well. Which means you don't need any love externally, but you only need to surface the love within into everything you do and bring love and happiness to it. See, we've once believed that we can find love and happiness. No, we don't find it. We bring it. We bring it to ourselves. We bring it to others. And imagine this. How can you love yourself if you weren't being yourself? So yes, this whole time it was hard and you possibly felt like you didn't deserve love. Well, that's because you weren't being truly who you are. You weren't making decisions without the thoughts of everyone else. And that's this freedom that you're about to encounter. But not only are you going to encounter it by me telling you this, because it is your truth and all our truths, but you're going to encounter it because every day this is what you're going to tell yourself. Every day you're going to affirm your truth and you're going to express it to this world. And you're going to start to love yourself more and more. And the secret is the more you love you, the more you will attract love. You can't expect anyone to love you more than you love you, right? So you must know that you are capable of all things, everything you put your mind to. It doesn't mean you're supposed to do everything, but you are capable of it. And once you follow your intuition, you will be led to what you feel you're supposed to do. You'll be led to the things you love, the things that sit naturally with you. Yes, that's your calling. So you're in something right now, if you're in a career, if you're in a relationship, or if you're just walking through life trying to be a fish while you're a monkey, how could you love yourself and be happy? How could you be confident in swimming when you climb? But the more that you trust in you, accept you, and let your intuition and your soul guide you, the more you'll be on the path you were put here to walk, which you'll then start to love and enjoy and express and attract all that you deserve in this life. You deserve love. You deserve the best life that is possible. But most of all, you deserve the best from yourself. And the most amazing thing is once you truly start to know this and believe this and affirm it daily, you become one of the most beautiful souls, which we all have the capability to be just by existing. See, because we are energy, we are vibration. And as you level up in your self-love, so will your vibration, so will your energy. And this external appearance won't matter no more. But people will feel you when you walk into a room. People will feel you when you speak to them. People will feel you and see you and look at you and go, there's something special about that person. And what's special is that you love yourself. And I want to add that it's not selfish to love yourself. It's actually the opposite. And let me break this down to you. See, the more you love you, the less you're looking to receive love. The more that you are filled with love, which means that you want to give it. So people think if you love yourself, oh, you're only focused on you. No, you're loving yourself so you don't need it from anyone else. But everywhere you go, you just want to give it. And what you give does come back around. But what you want means you're telling yourself you don't have. And if you know about the law of attraction, what you believe you don't have, you won't receive. And if you don't know, that's okay, because we'll have a video on that as well, so stay tuned. But I want you to get excited. I want you to understand that your self-love and confidence determines the life that you live. See, because your self-love and confidence determines your thoughts, which determines your feelings, which determines your actions. And then it goes backwards as well. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions determine your self-love and confidence. But the more you love yourself, the more you think you're capable of, the more you feel amazing, the more you'll take action to accomplish and be and do and have whatever it is that you believe you deserve, which means your life will start to reflect it. See, right now, you could determine how much you love yourself, which you know, by looking around and seeing the life you have. And if you know that you deserve more, as soon as you start to love yourself, you will start to have more. It goes in direct correlation. So get excited because you now know your truth. You can rewrite your story and rewrite it by thinking, feeling, and acting upon this new truth. And that's what we're going to do in step 4. We're going to implement this new truth that you have. We're going to talk about ways that every day you can think, feel, and take action to start to raise this belief, surface this truth within you, be who you truly are, love yourself more, and dissolve that old programming and that old ego. Now that ego, it doesn't want to go. It's going to try to trick you with fear, with safety. Like, you really think you can do that? All these years you've been doing this, you really think you're worthy, you're capable, that you can? And it's going to be in your head. But that's why we're going to keep taking action every day to affirm this new truth and dissolve and destroy that ego. And over time, you're going to see your life change. It's time, and you're ready. You're ready to start living your truth and implementing this new story into your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Join me in step 4 so we can learn exactly what we can do to make this happen. To start making this belief in your truth stronger in your mind, dissolving the ego and letting your soul shine, aligning with your divine and living your life's purpose. To continue enlightening your perception, subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on your notifications so you know as soon as step 4, implementing your truth daily, is uploaded. If you enjoy our videos and find them valuable, give them a thumbs up because it allows others to find them easier. And until next time, I'm Reese Washington. Let's live, love, and elevate.